Hey guys, it's Jonah back here with another beer review, and I'm back upstairs, and we're back doing the final few beers of the Hagstravaganza, um, which was a couple of months ago. But yeah, I thought we'd get through those, get on to what we're going to do next. So I've got one beer that I put in the fridge today, and the top is dented like that, and it's like so tight as a drum skin. I am really worried that that particular can is going to explode. So if you haven't done so already, subscribe to Uncle John's channel. Click like down below while you're doing that, because I think I'm going to have an exploding beer from the look of it. It's one with fruit in as well, so they're notoriously bad for exploding. It hasn't exploded yet, but Jesus Christ, I'm glad I took it out of a box and put it in the fridge because it needs time to calm down. Anyway, today we are looking at this beer, Bullroarer, by the Round Corner Brewery. It says here we're in England. They are actually in Malton Melbury, you know where the pies come from. But look at, if this is American Pale Ale, but look at the hops in there. Pacific J, Lemon Drop, Crystal, Amarillo, Centennial, and Cryo Cascade. Jesus Christ. Looks like it's very bitter, very hoppy, pretty good fruitness. Going to be cool. Going to look at the can in just a minute, but my God, it's going to have so many flavours. They call them citrus, stroke orange, floral and pine. And yeah, anytime you're adding cryo hops, Jesus Christ, you know you are up for a good time. So let's have a look at the can. Little bit tight, but not too bad. It has got a big C on that bad boy. Still having problems with the focusing on this camera. But there we go, Bullroarer. That always reminds me of a character in Lord of the Rings, or The Hobbit, maybe, called Bullroarer Took. I think that's his name. American Ale Ale at 5.2 of the percentage, and on the back we have got, hopefully, focus, god damn you, there we go, named after an ancient instrument used for communicating over vast distances, Bullroarer APA, designed with one thing in mind: to make crazily drinkable, unpretentious beer. Swing your Bullroarer, summon your tribe, sit back and drink a few beers. Brewed as part of Hagstravaganza. There you go, Melton Mowbray, up in Leicestershire. Does it say if it's got any barley, hops, yeast? Doesn't say it's got oats and that stuff in there, but maybe it has. And that can is quite cool. I like that can. Big C. Got some other weirdness on there. 5.2, I think it was. So not to be sniffed at, even though it's a small can. Something you can enjoy on a school night, as it were. Right, let's get this bad boy into a glass. There we go. That is looking pretty damn good. I'm liking that. Not at all a bad head. About a finger's head. Little bit hazy. In fact, quite a bit hazy, it would appear. Look at that. Lovely, pure white, lovely, fluffy bubbles. It smells quite fresh. Right, let's get this picture opportunity out of the way. So, gonna hang that up, do that. Silly face. Will that hook on? No, that'll be upside down then. Yeah, I'm always liking the cans that pair up that way with the thing. So you can kind of do one of those. Ooh, because that was quite good. A lot of people liked that because it was like a floating can, they said. Appears to be sticking somewhat to the side of the glass. So we shall see what we get. The head has kind of disappeared though. I'm admiring the can too much. So I'm definitely getting that lemony kind of thing. Lemon, citrus, maybe some grapefruit in there. Quite fresh. Yeah, touch of pine definitely in there. But with so many hops in this bad boy, especially dry hopped with some ridiculous cascade, it's gonna have a lot of hops. It's gonna be a hoppy bad boy. I'm hoping that it's not too bitter and a lot of it's kind of going to give me a nice flavour profile. Can't remember exactly which beer it was, but you can look in my back catalogue. I had a beer that was so bitter that I couldn't really taste anything after that. So if that is the case, why put loads of different hops in? Just put the cryo in, because you're not going to taste anything anyway. Anyway, guys, cheers and beers. Let us see what we get. Oh, bit of a hiccup there. Reasonably hoppy, but then you get that fresh bite, which is a bit lemony, a bit zesty, a bit citrusy. I'm not getting grapefruit as the kind of juicy side of things, so that's kind of cool. This is actually quite a nice beer, quite nice and smooth. I'm questioning whether it's got any oats in. I wouldn't be surprised, but it's not super smooth. So this isn't a hazy pale ale. It's just as an American pale. Yeah, it's nice actually. There is quite a hop bite at the beginning, but it's not super bitter, which is nice. Nice to see. This is actually very nice because it combines an older style with the hoppiness, but not with the absolutely ludicrous IBUs that used to be a kind of fashion. Look, I have got a couple of tide lines as well, so perhaps there is some oats in there, which is nice. But yeah, I'm still getting quite a zestiness, or maybe zestiness is the wrong word. I like a hop kind of citronous. Yeah, which might come from the cryo. It's so over the top that it's not super. I mean, Cascade is usually, you get that kind of peach. Well, for me anyway, you get that kind of peachiness going on there. This is possibly so cascadey or so hoppy that it's kind of detracting a little bit from the taste, and it's just going for over hop, just generic hop taste, if that makes sense. So it is a hoppy bad boy. Ooh, and quite well carbonated as well, as these beers usually are, especially as you're trying to drink them quite quickly on camera, as I do. You know what? I wish I did have a pie. One of those Melton Mowbray pies with that jelly layer at the top. Or if you're not from the UK, the idea of a pie, you might not get so much. Everyone knows what a pie is. I mean a meat pie fully encased in pastry, and when you bite into it, they're usually reasonably small, although you can get a big fat ones as well, but usually a single portion. Bite into that bad boy, jelly on top, then meat and fillings and all that kind of niceness. Very associated with football and going to football matches, having a pie, and usually with gravy or mushy peas or something like that on top. But yeah, Melton Mowbray is the place that does arguably. If you want to have an argument, comment in the comments section down below. Is Melton Mowbray the best place in the UK to get pies? And do pies go with beers? Damn right they do. Look at that. That's like a tiger. Stripe, 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 stripe. In Unclejona's book, that is a good sign. And this is actually, I have to say, I wasn't really expecting too much of the Bullroarer from, let's roll that round corner brewing. And I guess that C is supposed to represent going round a corner. Who knows? Yeah, I wasn't expecting too much from this, but that is actually a fine beer. That has surprised me. That is definitely a good one because it's married up some styles nicely. It's not obscenely hopped, but it's got some of the ridiculous hops in from the cryo. Had a really good flavour actually. Reasonably smooth, reasonably hoppy, more than 5%. That was a really nice beer. It wasn't like the best beer I've ever had in my life, but I think if I was to score this, which I usually do on Untappd, if you want to join me on Untappd and see what I drink on a regular basis, Untappd is in the description down below. I'm going to score that, I think, probably over 4, maybe 4.25, because that is a very, very nice beer. I'm liking that. Round Corner Brewing, seek them out. If you have had this in your subscription box for the Hagstravaganza, go for it. If you're ever in Ireland, or Melton Mowbray, I should say, Ireland for the Hagstravaganza at the White Hag Brewery. But if you're up in Melton Mowbray, why not have a round corner beer and make sure you have a pie while you're doing it. This has been Uncle Jonah drinking more beers so you don't have to. We'll see you for the next one. Until then, drink some beer. Makes you smarter.